Going here. Ugh. Oh, fuck. There we go. There we go. Alright, get this all smoked up. Look at that shit. Aye. Get myself woken up and all that fun shit. Hopefully my gut gets itself all figured out, because ugh. Gut is feeling like shit. Go. Alrighty, perfect. Got my bowl loaded. And this should definitely help me feel a lot better. Hopefully my gut don't feel like shit, because that's something, you know. Ugh. Legit don't know what it is, but like all fucking day today. My gut's been going to war with me and I don't like it. It is definitely a no-brainer situation. I'll try to get this thing going. There we go. Much better. Goodness gracious, much better. Though what isn't better is like paper towels, because my fucking nose. So sick of this runny nose bullshit. Boo. Damn houses. It seems like every year it just gets worse. It's bullshit. Ugh. Not as much as my gut today. Like, Jesus Christ. Gut is not sitting right with me today. Don't like it. Also out of tea. Did not plan that one out. I have nothing to drink. Boo. Nothing to hydrate the old pipes with. Boo. Ooh. Oh my god, this damn nose. Maybe not a little token. That should help. Get that ready. Good lord. Ugh. Man, why does body do that? Why does it like to do that sometimes? Just have some serious nasal drip. Boo. Ugh. I can tell today's just kind of kicking my ass. What the fit? It's just like, what the fit, man? Guts just like tell me, it's like, nah. Gotta deal bullshit. It's nasal drip. It's just like, what the fit? It's just bunk, man. At least now the nasal drip part kind of cleared out. That's at least good. But aye. And I gotta do a little babysit for my friend's doggo side a little bit, later today too. So hopefully I'm feeling better by that time. So then I don't feel so crabby. But I'm hoping that I at least don't feel so crabby. I wanna go out and all that fun shit. Because that surely will definitely be shitty. Just sitting there just like, meh. Just kind of feeling out of it. That would be lame. Lame as hell. It's feeling a little better though, but still. Ugh. I'm at least gonna see if I can at least refill up with some aqua or something. Let's get something to drink. My little empty thing of tea. Doggo. That dog is just so cute, and he's just sleeping on his little chair. Jug of water. That's nice. That's at least good. Can't go wrong with a little bit of agua. Oh man. Well, something like juice or some tea would sound pretty nice right about now, though. That would sound pretty nice and fire. Nice little toke going on. Do this real quick and also do another thing I forgot to do from earlier. first this. Bada bing, bada boom. Come on. Ah, nice. Ah, that's a nice thing. Forgot to do this real quick. Be right back. Kind of let him know the game plan and shit. Did see some funny news earlier today, though. Or at least funny to me. One of the first things I wake up today is literally health insurance CEO company guy got fucking whacked. The CEO for United Health straight up got whacked today, and I was just like, well, ain't that just an unfortunate thing? At least that's how I feel. I kind of love the idea of, like, you know, just casually, no one bats an eye, but there's just like a full, just like mob style whacking that happens to some health insurance CEO. Can't say that I'm honestly a little shocked that it hasn't happened sooner, but not shocked at all. And frankly, as far as I care, good riddance. Fuck the health insurance CEOs. If one of them end up getting whacked because of like some mob or because of like someone who was disgruntled, you know, as like a client with the company or some shit, it doesn't matter to me of what the details are, if we will even know anything about it. But either way, as far as I'm concerned, it's a little beast. Just a. Why do I always get fucking calls when I do these? I swear to God, like I never get calls whenever I'm like doing other shit. It's like right when I start these, and it's literally just some random ass like wireless fucking scam caller likely thing. I love it. I love how it says scam likely too. So you know it's trustworthy. Yeah, that's always great. That I gotta love that. Like I was saying, I do find it pretty, you know, a little amusing that no one's got to do. Dude literally just like casually gets on a bike and leaves, just like dips, and no one cares. I definitely find it a little amusing. I'm kind of wondering if like it's just a one-off thing, or if there's going to be a possibility of like, you know, this being a reoccurring thing. I mean, know how insurance is in this country and how fucked it is, especially when it comes to United Health. I mean, that's kind of why I'm a little surprised like something like that hasn't happened yet. But kind of like to see it just a little bit, just a little. And so I love is that the CEO was going to like some meeting too, to just go to like some fucking like, you know, meeting for like, you know, about a merger or some shit too. So that makes it even better. It's like goes, you know, is going to a meeting to, you know, to try to like, you know, make himself more of a rich piece of fucking shit, and out of nowhere just whacked, broad daylight. No one gives a fuck. Just casually leaves. No one catches him. Or catches her, I guess. I mean, we don't know who did it. I definitely think we're not going to find out ever. And that's okay. In fact, that makes it even better. I think it'll still be a little shitty if it was like a competitor or like, you know, some mob related shit or whatever the fuck. Or if he like pissed off like, you know, some gambling loan shark motherfuckers or something. But Because from what I understand, the dude, like from what his wife said, was getting a lot of threats, from various different people. So it was almost like, kind of expected from them, which, considering their background and their line of work, I mean, I'm not too shocked that they do get a lot of those type of threats. But I mean, hey, someone acted out on that shit. I'm just kind of wondering if it was like a mob thing or not. That's what I wondered. Because then at least kind of in a weird way, let you know that, hey, the mobsters are still definitely fucking around. And frankly, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they've just moved operations, from different things like insurance and shit like that. Stuff like bootlegging or peddling or fucking, whatever the fuck else, like doing shakedowns and shit. Agua. Good old agua. Another thing too is that health insurance, CEOs wouldn't be a thing either if things like universal healthcare were a concept and a thing in this country. That'd be another thing where a lot of those people wouldn't have to worry about shit, because then they wouldn't be rapacious fucking parasitical CEOs, fucking like robbing people of their health because they want to like rake in millions off of their back. So what? Ever give your sister and your dad's Ford? That doesn't even make sense. You gotta at least let it make some sense first if you're gonna try to roast me. See, at least that one does. I mean, come on. You gotta make the first one, like, give your, like, what? Like what, $10 gift card to Walmart or some shit? Like, come on. If you're gonna, like, for a roast at me like that, you at least gotta, like, finish the sentence. Because I was half tempted to say something back to that, but I'm just like, I kept reading it, I'm like, that doesn't fucking make sense. It's gotta, like, make it make sense first. At least to the grandma point, no. But being your grandma's out, a couple times every now and then. A little older for my taste, but, beggars can't be choosers. Besides, the Moldies, and the Cougars, got more of the experience anyhow, so sometimes preferable that way. Was gonna do your Bob, but she was already going after Tyrone, so I was like, I'll be in the guest room. Good old Aqua. I'm kind of low-key hoping my buddy has, like, at least some snacks or something I can eat. Not my buddy, when I'm babysitting his pups. Because I could use a good old snack. It's gonna be nice. Ooh. I liked how there wasn't even much of a response since. Love it. when it comes to like people like in chat doing roasts of shit, ain't like it used to, man. People just don't got the same good stuff. People just don't got the skills no more. Makes me sad, man. Makes me disappointed. It's like, come on. Lol. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, because, like, shit, I've, like, some of the podcasts I'll watch, like, they will purposely, like, go back and forth with their chat, too, doing shit like this. And it's like, I mean, I think it, I think it's hilarious, at least if you can find someone, like, who actually is good at it. That would take effort. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's kind of like an art of trolling and roasting. I mean, there's a whole art to it. I mean, you can't just like throw some shit out there and just think it'll stick. Especially with something so easy as like you grandma Vase or something. It's like, it's easy to like, throw that right back on its head. You know what I mean? Like, because I did it casually. Like, it doesn't take effort. Like, that don't take that much effort. I mean, it's like the old trick in a book. It's like a doing your mom joke kind of thing. And that's basically, honestly, the way to do it, because it's the ultimate trump card if you think about it. Because, like, what the fuck are you gonna say? It doesn't really matter what you say at that point, because I still said I did your mom. You know what I mean? So, like, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. You know, oldie but a goodie. But you can't just throw it out there either. You also have to be clever with it too. Like, you have to like kind of add like a story around it, or at least like some extra basic shit. You can't just say, well, nah, but it fucked yours a little bit. That's it, yeah. And then just that's it. Then it's just like you gotta have a little character to it. But some people just throw it out there and don't actually want to put the effort in. It's like, come on. Because that's the great thing about it too, is that it doesn't even take that much effort. I mean, and that's the thing. All it really takes is just like basic observation a little bit. It's just, and that's the easiest thing to do was with someone in the chat, because observing me, right? Like this, so it'd be easy to just like, take just a little time and then be like, But just coming immediately in with something, it doesn't work as well. Casting a white net only works in certain, circumstances. It's more like, spear hunting. Oh, fucking nose. Ugh. Goddamn nasal drip. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Nice and smooth. And nice and not smooth. Let's see what the sound check is. Cool. It's not even really as late as I thought it would be. That's the thing about it getting dark as fuck. It does not seem like it is as late as it actually is. Because, it's dark and cold out there. And that is some bullshit. Just a little bit. I wouldn't mind the darkness as much if it wasn't so damn cold. Just found out the dumbest shit of all things. That ain't Eddie. That ain't dumb. Unless it's like something related to it. What do you mean? That ain't is it? Now I'm curious. Now you got me hooked. What now? Is it just the name of the It's the title of it. And I'm pretty sure it's with just like an N. So it's just like Ed, and Eddie. I'm pretty sure it's like that's technically the title for it. I don't think it's like a straight up with an and. Apparently the original artist wanted a twist that be that Eddie made up that he had an older brother. That would not have worked. That wouldn't have worked. Considering the whole show and stuff, and like, it wouldn't even make sense either because, I mean, he has his old room anyway. Like his brother, and they will sometimes sneak in his brother's room and shit. So it's like, all in all, it just literally wouldn't make sense. Because then whose room is that? Is it just there? So like the dad that left or something? Like whose would it be then? Because then now there's a plot hole there. I mean, because the whole point is that he got kicked out. Like while Eddie was like really young and looks up to him and shit, well, at least, that's, what, he wants, a lot of his, friends and people to think is shit that he looks up and, is like a really cool dude, even though, at the very last episode when you actually finally meet him, he's just a rapacious piece of shit. People point that out and he got shit from his brother. Yeah. And Danny was like, no, that's fucking stupid. Well, yeah, because it is. Like, it literally just wouldn't make sense. It just literally wouldn't. Because at that point, then whose room would that be? Because obviously it ain't Eddie's. I mean, would it be a guest room then? But then why would it look like that? Be kind of a weird guest room. I mean, I guess it could be like just a roommate, I guess. Like a roommate of the mom's. That would be the only way to explain it. But even then, it'd still just be dumb. Because that's just a stupid fucking cop-out. That's another example of studio interference nearly fucking up a good show. Yeah. And at least, the creators of the show holding firm and being like, no, fuck you, that's stupid. I wish more, fucking, shows and creators and writers would actually do that. And studio execs just kind of fuck off because they obviously don't understand or know what the hell they're doing. So, I mean, because more often than not, if you just kind of give the creative liberties, to the creators of the shows and shit that are being made or made and stuff, it'd just be way better. Because we have seen Eddie's dad make an appearance in a report card episode. Yeah, you're right. So it wouldn't be, so that wouldn't be it either. Yeah, I mean, it literally just be a plot hole that just wouldn't make sense. So good thing that, Danny didn't do that, like, when it came to that. Because honestly, like, the last twist of the movie / last episode, like, it's just better. Like, all in all. And if anything, like, because it has, like, a lot of meaning to it, if you think about it, for multiple fucking reasons. So it just doesn't make sense for that twist to just be, like, nothing, basically. Just made up. That'd be ridiculous. It's because the execs are a bunch of cokeheads who think whatever whim they have should be catered to. Yeah, pretty much. Sadly. But basically. If only there was, unfortunate circumstances that, could potentially happen to, these executives, like, when it comes to us, like health insurance execs, like from earlier today. Maybe, allegedly, hypothetically. Especially for a really goofy show, it had one of the best endings TV series I've seen. Yeah, it legit did. It, like, despite how goofy it was and everything, you know, like, it wrapped up with, like, a real, like, perfect, great, serious note. What happened earlier today? The CEO for United Health got whacked. Literally just in broad daylight.
I hate when a cop behind you turns on the road and passes. Oh, I hate it worse when it's
So, the dude literally just, like, got on a bike, too, and just, like, straight up dipped. Went to a park, and no one saw the guy, you know, since. And, yeah, just got away with it, basically. Just out of nowhere in broad daylight with a silenced pistol, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna whack this guy. Fuck him. I mean, it's the CEO to a health insurance company, so I mean, like, I would have some tears, but you know, I don't know if I can have tears for a little vampiric parasite. I thought it was a joke. No. Which I kind of find funny. There isn't really that much news on it, but I mean, the little that there is, there's not really much to say outside of just that. I know, it's horrible. No, really, I'm just in shambles over right now. Fucking about to break down crying, man. He's a hero to the ventures of capitalism. Shall forever be missed. Pour one out for the Lucian douchebag ignore. I know, dude. Well, I don't have a drink to pour out. I just have water. I guess I could pour a smidge, a little bit of water out for him. They have ascended the need for the respect with an actual beverage and just with regular water. The true source of all of life. I'm just kind of wondering if it's going to be kind of like a reoccurring thing or if it's just literally a one-off. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Because, you know, hey, we need at least some positive news, you know, in the midst of, you know, the bullshit. Please be reoccurring. Dude, even my friend Rip is usually not a man who's like, yeah, violence and stuff. And like killing people, yeah, that's not good. Don't do that. Like he's one of those dudes, and even he was just like, oh well. Like even he didn't give a fuck. He even said actually, which I thought was kind of funny and based, where he's like, hopefully this puts a little bit more fear in the executives. I'm just like, based. I don't think anyone has actually like done like, you know, the whole thoughts and prayers thing outside of, you know, probably maybe like a few business associates and their family member or the family members of shit. And even then, I'm sure a lot of the families like, didn't like him anyway. Soon CEO kept a low public profile, which means whoever did this had it out for him hardcore. Really? It must have, like, you know, been tracking him for a while, too, if you think about it. Either it was, like, you know, lone wolf, like, kind of one-off thing, or there was straight up, like, a, you know, like a hit. Like a mob called out a hit and just kind of knew what, you know, details and shit, you know, that he was going to be at and stuff. They're definitely, I will say, they're definitely, like, it has to be kind of, like, one to two. Like, kind of, like, organized crime related or just, someone who got, ripped off too hard to the point where they're like, fuck, I'm going to find this guy. I mean, which I guess could be a little both, but who knows? I mean, either way, I mean, it's like, am I supposed to feel bad? Inheritance, woo! Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them are probably like, oh, sweet, inheritance. All the nephews and aunts are starting to fight over, like, their fucking, all over the inheritance and shit. You know what? I have to apologize to cyclists for one of your kind did what we wish we could do. I wonder how TJ's going to feel about that story. Because I know his major hatred for cyclists. I'd be kind of curious to see what he has to say about it. Oh, if it's a higher gun. Well, that's where the organized crime thing comes into play. Because it could be, a mob hit. I mean, it was with a silenced pistol. So, obviously, whoever did it had access, to silencers and stuff like that. And, were either able to do so legally or extra legally. Extra legally. Find other means to acquire it. So either way, like, there obviously was a level of organized crime to it, but I wonder if it's like, like mob related, or if it was just like, someone doing it out on their own. If a bike is a getaway vehicle. Well, it's New York, so I mean, it makes sense. The guy, like, went into Central Park on it and probably ditched it there or something, or probably, just looked like a typical cyclist, by the time, they went to Central Park. So, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, basically, I mean, at a certain point, especially with a silenced pistol, if you're, like, riding a bike through Central Park, like, people, like, passing by and walking through the park and shit are not going to know that you did anything. Besides, they're just going to think you're a cyclist. I mean, people in the immediate area that you did the hit will, and they'll see you right off, but if they can't identify you, you're not wearing anything that's identifiable outside of a bike. I mean, that's like, what are you gonna do, You're just going to say they went that way, maybe, and that's it. Watch, like, sleeping gun control reform finally come out of this. That would honestly be kind of lame. Not for the reform reason, but just because of this. Yeah, not all the mass shootings and all that shit, but yeah, CEO got whacked. You mean a lot of money doesn't make me bulletproof? Yeah, no, sir. Sorry to say. Yeah, doesn't, unfortunately. Ridiculous old dog. He loves his chair way too much. He's been sitting in that chair like half the day. I think this little doggo thinks that, having a chair makes him bulletproof. Because he loves sitting there. He likes being in there more than, like, hanging out with me in my room now sometimes, like, when I'm going to bed. Like, I have to literally drag him out and be like, come on, dude. It's like, I like my chair, though. Fuck you. I want to be in the chair. Dog is a ridiculous old bean. A ridiculous bean. And don't that Krampus story. Meant to have it out by tomorrow, but since it's going to be featured, it will either be on 6 or after. Nice. Nice. There we go. Sweet. Oh, I'm going to do a little time check too. Oh, cool. Ooh, Ugh. My gut has been fucking weird all day today. It's been lame. I'm just sitting here feeling like a weirdness. My gut just sucks. It's like, ugh. Not enough to make me feel bad, just enough to make me like, here's something crazy. I roughly averaged out how many words I've written since I started. In 5 years, I've written equivalent of 15 minimum word count novels. Damn. That's a shitload of writing right there, I'll tell you what, son. Damn. That's a lot of stories under the roster right there, I'll tell you what. I tell you what. So, another little bad boy. I forget sometimes until I take a step back. Right, yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to like, creating stuff. Sometimes you don't realize like how much you've actually like created until you actually like start collecting everything or like kind of sorting through it all. Because I've done that where I'll like find like old drawings and shit from like, all the way from like high school, from like college and, just over the years. And I'll be like, damn, I've done a lot of this shit. And some may be like, damn, this is awesome. This is a pretty dope ass, piece that I made back in the day. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, the fuck is this? Oh my God, it's awful. I'll say like, damn, definitely have come a longer way after this one, Jesus Christ. Where'd that little book go? Where'd that stupid little thing go? Son of a bitch. Should have found a gram. It did. Goodness gracious. Boom. Again, probably one more little boatload up here. Yeah, let's babysit my friend's dogs for a little bit. Chill over there. Probably catch up on some Paul streams or something while I'm chilling. And my goodness. I wonder how, like, much of a little rapscallion Vito and Jazz are going to be. Because they really like to hang out with me a lot, but I know sometimes they could be a little crazy. Gonna watch Die Hard. Nice. Might play like one of his video games that he has, or maybe like probably watch a movie too, because I could do that as well. I mean, got like a couple hours to kill anyway, like 3-4 hours, something like that. I'll just probably hang out there until like 9:30, 10 or something. I like how the warp drive's going off too. Just in time for us to get ready to go. Ooh. Damn. Nice. Nice. Well, anyway. I might kind of let's go for now. All that shit. Come back a little later. Take care of Brian for a bit. Probably have Logan too when he gets off work as well. We'll see. We'll see what all the fun shenanigans and shit are about. But anyway, let's do it for now. All that good stuff. So.